Giants win the face-off to Ryan Lin. One of those number fours is the Giants skating left to right for this first period in their red primaries. They're in on the forecheck. Tomik behind the net. Oba Bifo also in there against Bauer Domanski, the captain for the Cougars. It'll come around to the left point. Howell will hold it in. Throws it around from left to right. Schmidt first to it. Back down low, out of the reach of Tomik, and Domanski will get there. Backhands it up the far boards. Parasak cross ice off Yakutsanak and into the Giants zone. Lin will get there first, behind the net. Backhands it up. Parasak cut off the far wall, but Lin will recover. Gets it to Aaron Oba-Bifo. One of two. Has him barreling down on him as Middlestead now has the puck. Middlestead out of his own zone. A backhand feed to Pura, and he will chip it in from center. Cougars stretch pass up to center. Lin got in the way, and now down the right wing, here's Oba-Bifo in the near corner. He's got it for Vancouver. To Schmidt in the slot area, and he fanned on the shot. Looking for it is Tomik tied up, and he couldn't get it to the net. Lin now from the blue line. Left circle, Oba-Bifo looking back door for Tomik. That's deflected wide. Chipped up off the boards and just outside the zone. Lin tried to hold it in. Giants have to tag up.
Matter, but we got to meet Lance McCloskey's dad, Justin, and I. He came by to say hello and how much he enjoys our broadcast. So if he's I'm assuming
he's probably here. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You got to come for both games, not just one.
Exactly.
If you're making that kind of trip from Newport Beach, where McCloskey's from, as the Giants leading 1-0 on the Cougars, just under 13 minutes to go in the first period. So Giants have it struck first. They did not score first last night in that 5-2 loss to the Kelowna Rockets. The Prince George Cougars last night won on the road in Seattle 4-3. They had the puck at the left point. Carl's a shot floated off his stick and wide. Howell behind the net, chipping it up the far wall. Tittle back to the middle, and now Olsen. And he'll find Sparks. As Tittle back, the goal from Sparks. So deep. Goes in on the forecheck. Shot around quickly out for height. Should mention the in from center by McCloskey. Fresh legs, Oreskovic first on a loose puck at the far boards. Knocked off of it in the far corner. Height behind his own net for the Cougars. Up the far wall, Dominic Kelly got there to cut it off. Oreskovic around from the left to the right side. Lin will peel back. He was thinking of pinching. And now the Cougars will ice it. No doubt about that one. 5:56. That's crazy.
Not yet 18. Can you believe that?
Yeah, he's almost an assist per game as his shot from the right point just missed the far post. Giants regrouping. Howell backing up to Lin. More points than any other defenseman in the Western Hockey League, regardless of age. Oreskovic in the right corner. He's got 21. He has 20, Bill, I should mention he will get credited for his 21st because an assist got unnoticed somehow last night. So that change will be made after the weekend. Good defending from Howell on Parasak. Tight to him. Talk about gap control. Oreskovic down the left wing. Trying to go inside, outside on Dumansky, who now wraps him up in the far corner. And chipped up and out by Brock Such. Howell. Oreskovic will smack it back in and start a change for the Giants. But that percentage is over 27. To me, the ranking is less important than how good is it actually.
Yeah, no, the one thing that jumps out at me a little bit is the Vancouver Giants have been on the penalty kill 13 more times than they've been on the power play. Once those things even out a little bit, I think you'll see even a stronger percentage in the Vancouver power play.
Well, Babifo had a power play goal last night. He works it in. Halliburton out of the right corner for Schmidt. Schmidt, of course, from Prince George. Loves to play against them. 7 goals in 7 games last year against the Cougars. Sparks left circle. Gobbled up right in the chest of Ravensburg.
And it starts often with that face-off puck drop right there. There's a tie on the face-off, but it was the Cougars that jumped into the circle and got the puck. Good for them.
Yes, they do clear it down the ice. That's Anisimov, the defenseman. He's draft eligible because of I believe, a late 2007 birthday. Alberta will drop it for Schmidt. Bobbled it for a second. Now he's at a standstill, and Halliburton will flip it into the near corner. Beaten to it, Anisimov will spin and clear it down the ice.
All of that reason for that clear? A standstill passing in the neutral ice area. This is why teams will do the following. If you see it right here, they'll pass it back to somebody with speed. Now this means massively puts pressure on the opposing team.
Time to get the next one. Giants battling in their own zone in the far corner. Babifo quickly will sprint ahead, trying to chip it up for Schmidt. And Giants offside.
Difference, but nonetheless, it was offside and face off at the blue line.
Schmidt last season, 7 goals and 6 assists for 13 points in 7 head-to-head games against the Cougars. As that line's still out there. Tomik on the near boards, looking for Schmidt in the neutral zone. Now blocked off Howell, right back to Dumansky up the right wing. Parasak trying to hold it in the Giant zone, can't. Pops back to center and slammed in by Dumansky. Schmidt has pressure on him as a centering feed looking for Parasak. Now taken over by Babifo in his own zone. Lin to Schmidt in the middle. He's got Tomik up ahead, trying to flip it to him. Bounces ahead. Here's Tomik reaching side. And broken up by the Cougars. Babifo, though, tied up his man well. Tomik now in the far corner. Playing it behind the Prince George net. Height onto it, and now he'll leave it for Carls. An A-rated skater on the preliminary ranking by NHL Central Scouting. Height, 16 years of age, trying to center one. That was blocked by Howell, but it comes back up to the high slot for Parasak. Will stick handle down low to the right corner. Banks it back to the blue line. A shot is blocked well by Oreskovic. He'll head the other way. It's a 2-on-0 with Schmidt. Schmidt into Oreskovic. And no call coming. I thought he may have been tugged. He couldn't get a shot off. He's got it on the near side boards. Oreskovic shoveling it down low. Looking for Halliburton now, who stick was tied up by Vaughn. And it's chipped up and out by Ash. Lin, D-to-D for Howell, just inside his own line. Up ahead, Halliburton. Just onside, here's Oreskovic. Back in left circle. Oh, he couldn't get around the poke check. Diving play from Johnson to break it up. Might be a 3-on-2 the other way. Lin will break it up. The pass now caught. It was a D-to-D pass.
The right spot. You got no net to shoot at.
Right.
He's covered all the angles.
And so it remains a 1-0 Giants lead here midway through the second. Cougars try to stretch past that the Giants now break up in their own zone. Lin up ahead. Sparks deflecting it on net. They've been able to create together today.
Love it. Yeah, absolutely. Very, very impressive.
A new duo, because we've seen Tittleback have success with a number of different players. At times, he was out there with Schmidt and Babifo. And now here's Parasak for the Cougars down the right wing, trying to dangle around. Howell almost did. A centering pass broken up as a Cougar went spilling in front of the net. That was Such. Giants the other way. Pura chopping it to the far corner. Tomik onto the puck as he protects it. Trying to keep it alive with Dominic Kelly. Tomik has it. Now to the blue line. Lin has some room. He'll walk into that slot area, and a block from Vaughn up deep in the Cougar zone. Giants are changing. Schmidt's still out there, trying to disrupt in the near corner. Vaughn up the wall. Height to center. Ash looking for help. Cross ice, he's got Kozicki, and he'll shovel it in and start a change for Prince George. Under 6.5 to go in the second period. Howell up the near side. Giants can't get it out. Parasak holding it in. Such in the near corner. Centering feed blocked by Brett Olson. Out from behind his own net. Up the right side. Sparks. Play it back deep for Howell. Howell pressured. He missed Tittleback. That'll be an icing for sure, but we'll get him. Cantor alongside Bill Wilms as we are 6 minutes remaining. We have 6 minutes remaining in the second period. Giants leading 1-0. Parasak trying to go back to the blue line for Dumansky. It'll come outside the zone. Tittleback and Olsen almost creating an odd man rush there. Just outside the Cougars' end as Dumansky was leaking, it looked like. Dropped his glove. He's going to have to go to the Cougars bench. Sparks in his own zone up for Olsen. Here's Tittleback, free and clear, shoots, and it's stopped by Ravensburg. And got a piece of the glove on it. That was all happening because Dumansky had to rush to the bench because he was bleeding. A centering pass from Parasak. Giants break it up. They head the other way. Olsen leading a 3-on-2. Carrying in right up the middle. To his left for Tittleback. Cutting to the middle. High slot. Looked for the pass. It was behind Sparks. Maybe getting a little too creative.
Boy, what a big penalty kill.
Huge, and they do start by shooting it around, but not out. Howell then blocked it. He's got Schmidt behind the defense. Hits him with the pass. A shorthanded breakaway and a stick save from a handful for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Again, it is a Freedom Mobile penalty kill for the Vancouver Giants, leading Prince George 1-0 late in the second period. Gazowski will bank it down. Parasak in front, tip just over the net by Such as Schmidt can't clear it out. Carls will knock it down and hold it in. Gazowski top the right circle. Carls now to the far board. Such down low. Parasak in front, and the shot just missed. Gazowski. Cougars still have it. A one-timer that dribbled wide on the short side. Didn't get all of it. Such met by Lin. Giants can't clear. Such again on the half wall across the ice. He's got Gazowski deflected, and Hood, I think, got a pad on that. Rebound into the near corner. And are the Giants going to get caught? So he's one to watch. Parasak for sure on this power play. Currently in front of the net is Such looking cross ice for Gazowski. Into the near corner. Howell will take the puck from him, spins, and flips it out to center.
Unrecognizable penalty kill than what we saw a month ago. I mean, this is attacking the puck. This is playing aggressively on the penalty kill.
Such will work his way in, turns back from the right corner. Gazowski up for Carls, doesn't shoot it now. He'll move into the left circle, stick save from Hood. Rebound bouncing in front of the net, and Olsen will clear it the length of the ice.
And I know sooner talk,
but a lot of chances. They need to carry that momentum out here into the third as we are underway. Giants skating left to right for this third period. The Cougars start with a dump in. And Obabifo back to retrieve the puck. Will take it out from behind his own net. Just lost it on the near side boards, but it's given away, overskated by Such. And here's Tomik out for Schmidt. Looking back for Tomik, bouncing off his skate, and Such is there to retrieve it. Couldn't work it up to Parasak as Howell got in the way. Tomik cutting across the neutral zone and can't one-hand it deep. Anisimov's in his way. Off his stick, Giants will intercept back at center and lift it in this time by Tomik.
And again,
doesn't happen too often,
I hate to be shorthanded in that situation. So it's 4-on-4.
Yes. The Cougars do win the faceoff. The switch. Anisimov moving in for the blue line, looking backdoor. He just missed Carls. Howell backhands it up for Lin, and he's caught from behind by Carls, who will leave it in the near corner. A lot of free ice out there. Foster will cut across and pick up steam. Darting his way in down the left wing, trying to go around Lin, who angles him into the corner. Lajoie now met by Olsen, trying to tie him up. Cougars with the puck in the 4-on-4 in the O zone. Shot from Carls from the line off. Lin stick to the far corner. Foster onto it. Looking in front. A deke attempt on the backhand. Hood, a big save on Lajoie.
His biggest.
It's chipped in well by Pura. As the rest of it goes off. Giants continue to get in their full change. A cross ice feed from the Cougars just missed. Howell in his own zone, taking it back to the corner. Lin has pressure on him, backhands it up for Morelli. Giants can't get out. It's turned over. Lajoie on his backhand in front, deflected just wide. Tomik accelerating out. He's taken down to the ice, no call. Back in, here's Carls. Accelerating down the left side. A drop feed. Foster from a bad angle stopped and lifted out of play.
Wonderful job by Merrick Howell, number 44, taking away an opportunity. Cougars going to the front of the net. Well done.
Here's Shergott again. Dying seconds of the Cougars power play. Foster rink wide. Stick snapped on Domanski. Shergott behind the Giants net. Will play it around to the right point. Anisimov has to hustle there. He holds it in the zone. Foster now. Left point for Domanski. He's got a fresh stick and he shot it wide on the short side. Foster. A snapshot. It's stop blocked in front. They score. Off the rebound. Jet Lajoie has.
But I'm telling you, you just can't, from a Giants standpoint, you just can't ask your penalty kill to do that much. Now, as I say, Nate, I know it's not a power play goal,
right,
but it's momentum that the Cougars have gotten off that power play, even though they didn't score on it.
Now the Giants need to do their best to push back and play in the offensive zone. They dump it in deep. And quickly the other way, Such couldn't handle the pass. In transition, Obabifo with speed, trying to cut his way through, and he just ripped it wide on the blocker side. Puck in the near corner, Tittleback fighting for it along with Sparks against two Cougars. They still dig away. On the right side, it'll come up the wall. Kutsanak now to the far side, and it's shot to the opposite corner by Parasak. Sparks in his own zone, head up. His pass just missed Olsen, but off the skate from the neutral zone. Giants changing. Domanski back for the puck. Aiden Foster trying to pick up speed. Intercepted. Here's Obabifo to Schmidt left side. Now Tomik. Schmidt left circle. Tomik doesn't shoot it. The pass hopped over his stick. Lin will hold the zone though. Smacks it down low. Far corner. Up the wall. Schmidt trying to cut off the path of Riley Ash, forcing Prince George back behind their net. And Carls now filters it up the left wing, and it's backhanded deep by Kozicki. Hood behind the net. Howell. Along the wall, Schmidt will cut his way to the middle in his own zone up the left side. Obabifo trying to drive his way in.
They're coming in on penalty shots. It's really an explosive group up front. Now, you got to defend like heck right now.
Yes, you do. As it's in their own zone, near side board, Schmidt to the middle. Here's Obabifo with speed through the neutral zone down the left side, looking for Tomik. Far corner. Schmidt and him working along. It'll pop to the middle, but taken behind the net by Cahill. Backhands it up the left side, and now shot back in by Lin. Kutsanak couldn't quite handle that outlet pass for Prince George, so they go back for it. There's exactly 5 minutes remaining in the third period. Giants leading Prince George 2-1. As the Cougars now in the offensive zone. Kutsanak trying to get it on net off the stick to the far corner. Howell holding Parasak there. Lin with the puck. Up the far side for Schmidt. Picks up speed to center. And he'll just face off to the right of Ravensburgen. And the Cougars do win it. Chipped up to the Giants' blue line. No further. Lin is in good position. Back to his own zone for Howell. Banks it up. Schmidt deflects it deep in the Prince George end. No
There's
ice.
FC right on the blue line. See that?
Got to stay back, right?
Yeah, that's Schmidt. You know, he's got to be the safety valve. Now Schmidt will go in,
And
there'll
someone
be
else.
someone else to stay back. Now it's a 1-2-2. That's a great recognition that we'll only have the one checker to make the Cougars go a long way to get that puck in your zone. It's usually have to be dumped in.
Howell, good stick at his own blue line. Now Tomik back into his own zone, goes back for the puck off the glass and out. Cougars D are changing. Under 2 to go in the third. Carl's back behind his own net. He's trying to catch him from behind his Obabifo. Carl's picks up speed as Ravensburgen to the bench for the extra point.
He was basically I don't know if he was a fourth liner, but he's certainly no higher than third. Good check right there.
Up to the left point, Carls has it. Goaltenders out, a 6-on-5 for the Cougars. Along the outside, Gazowski pressured by Lin. He gets the puck. Giants rush the other way. He can't quite get it to Tittleback. Domanski with a good job defensively, the 20-year-old, to break up the play. Carls now Gazowski to center. He'll snap that one in deep past Hood, who couldn't stop it behind the net as they throw it on net. Such and a good save from Hood, getting back into his net. Tittleback can't clear. It's held in. Here's Dumansky. Carls. Dumansky, one-timer blocked off Tittleback. Seconds to go. Face off to the left of Hood, and onto it first are the Cougars in the corner. Off the draw. Far side wall. Gazowski to the corner. Try to get it back to him. A stick battle with Oreskovic. Cougars still have it. Such to the blue line. Dumansky. Left point for Carls. Down the wall. And Schmidt will intercept. Out of his own zone. Can he get to center? He's past center. A backhander, and it just missed the empty net. Parasak deep in his own zone. In the corner will leave for Dumansky. 35 seconds to go up the left side. Carls back into the Giant zone. Driving wide. Lin staying with him. Carls puts on the brakes. Backhand pass to Dumansky at the line. Right circle, a one-timer just missed the net, and it'll come all the way out into the Cougars zone.